What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Virtual Redban number 643, AI NPC. What does that even mean? We'll talk about that in a bit. But first, cheers to you guys. Hopefully, you're having a great Tuesday. My first drink of the night. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. I just got chills on that one. Ah. Oh. Anyways, welcome to Virtual Redban. If you want to get a Death Squad mug, like this one that I'm drinking out of, or if you want to come to a show, or if you want to listen to Kill Tony's latest episode, you know where to go, I hope. You go to deathsquad.tv. There, not only is there every episode of Kill Tony, and holy shit, we are going to have our 10-year anniversary in about a week and a half. It's June 10th. It's sold out in like 15 minutes or something like that. Just insane. Just insane. Anyways, it's, I believe not this Saturday, but next Saturday. I think that's when it is. It's whatever June 10th is. But you could watch it live. We are streaming it live. It's a pay-per-view type event. It's at momenthouse.co/killtony, I believe. Let me just momenthouse.co.killtony. Is that it? Whatever. There it is. Kill Tony. It's going to be, Saturday, June 10th. And you will be able to buy the show and replay it for 1 week. It's going to be streamed live, something that we don't do anymore at Kill Tony. So you never know what's going to happen. It's kind of nerve-wracking to have a show being streamed live. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a different time. I mean, usually everything's fine, but whatevs. But if you want to see that, go to momenthouse.co/killtony. Again, that's next Saturday, not this Saturday, June 10th. And yeah. And go to deathsquad.tv if you want to watch the past episode, this week's episode. Yesterday's episode was with our good pal, Brian Holtzman and Ian Edwards. What a great episode that was. That was also the first episode where we changed the sound a little. We added more audience to the mix. We did some post trickery processing on the voices and stuff like that. And it was just a test. That was a test. I had a meeting last night, and the things I'm going to change for the next one is the audience a little bit lower. It was nice to hear the audience, but I think it was a little bit much. A lot of you, it's so funny, based on feedback from you guys in 24 hours, you guys all are all over the place. Tons of you were like, I love this new mix. I love the audience. I love the soundboard. And then the other one, there's like 5 threads on Reddit saying the opposite about the audience. Like the audience seemed fake. Or it wasn't a fake audience. It was just separated more in the sound verse. Like separated more, made it more 3D, I guess. I don't know. We're going to dial that down a bit. We're also going to, my soundboard was not supposed to be in the mix like that. So I was going to re-edit all the sound, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put it up there, see what you guys think about it. But a lot of you do like the sound or the soundboard that loud in the mix. I personally don't, because when it's a big audience and I'm pressing a sound, like a sound, because if like say like if the whole audience is laughing and it's really loud in there and the band's playing, a lot of times the sound, like you can't hear it in the audience. And so sometimes I have to press it like 3 times, 4 times until it like it's obvious in the audience. And so that records all the 4 times, and you know, it's just not how it sounds like in the audience. And that's why I usually take my soundboard out of the mix and kind of just very quietly in the background, which is how I prefer it. So I'm going to take that down a little bit. Also, our voices weren't as crisp as they usually were. I thought So we're going to work on that. But it's a little bit different mix. It's being mixed at the soundboard, on the soundboard level, which is different than, usually I edit it later in Logic and manually do everything. But doing it on the soundboard level, it's a lot easier. But it's also, you could do a lot more and get it, because you're getting it right out of the soundboard and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. I think the next week is going to be even better. But if you want to hear the new sound mix and you want to hear what some people are calling one of the best episodes in a while, check out Kill Tony 611. That's at youtube.com/KillTony, and go to momenthouse.co, Kill Tony, to see the 10-year anniversary. You could also go to Kill Merch if you want any of the Kill Tony merchandise. Or when you're at DeathSquad.tv, you can click on the Sunset Strip Comedy Club right here. Or you can go to Sunset Strip ATX. That's my new comedy club. And we have shows all freaking week, including Roast Battle. Shadow Band was really popular last week. And of course, every Thursday is my secret show. And this week is going to be a big one. There is a lot of people in town this week from LA and New York. So if you want to see a jammed packed full secret show, that's this Thursday. So get your tickets for Thursday. Show starts at 7:30 p.m. with a pre-show. I think Yonder Wizard's going to play us a little music. And then at 8 o'clock, the secret show starts, and it goes all night long. It goes pretty much to like 11:30. It's usually like 15 comedians nonstop, doing 10-minute sets, 13-minute sets, 10-minute sets, so it's just rapid fire comedy. There's no host in between. So if you just want a shitload of stand-up, it's a nice appetizer platter of who's who in Austin's comedy scene and other special guests. You never know who's going to be there. That's every Thursday at Sunset Strip. Just go to DeathSquad.tv. There's all the links for it. You could also click on Shop Squad if you want to get a mug like the one I'm drinking out of, or a new hat that's about to be released next week, or there's some shirts left and some other things, but we are adding new merchandise all next month, all June. So keep your eye out on Shop Squad. And of course, just everything can be found again at DeathSquad.tv. Where am I? Back. And you can also send me a P.O. box, email, whatever. There's the address. If you want to send me something, send me a present, or if you just want to send me something that, if you're a company and you just want me to open it up and talk about it. I just got a big box of Cheers Health today. If you don't know what that is, check out Cheers Health on Instagram. I've talked about them a lot. They're hangover pills, and like you take them, they have ones that you could take before, like right after your last drink, or there's ones that you could take when you wake up in the morning. And every Monday I pretty much party doing Kill Tony. I was out at Mothership till about 2 a.m. last night, so I woke up with a little hangover, and it was a great thing to see. On my doorstep, just a big box. Cheers sent me a bunch of stuff, and it worked. I took a couple pills this morning, and my hangover pretty much went away. It's pretty amazing, and I think the formula got better because I haven't had it in about a year or so, and it's really great. So check out Cheers Health. And if you are very soon, Cheers Health found out that I have a new comedy club, and they are sending me a bunch of Cheers Health to give to you guys. So if you guys, in the next coming weeks, I'll let you guys know when that happens. But in the future, if you go to the Sunset Strip Comedy Club, we'll be handing out Cheers Health to you. So if you want to try it, there you go. Very cool of Cheers Health. Thank you, Cheers. Yeah, that's it. All right, how you guys doing in the chat room? Redban, did you watch The Machine yet? No. I might go tomorrow. We'll see. I don't haven't been to the movie theater in a while, and it's kind of a problem for me. I waited for Avatar 2 to come out in theaters for years. I was like, oh, when is that coming out? When is that? Then when it comes out, I never even went to it. I bought it on Apple TV, but I haven't even watched it yet. It's hard for me to watch a movie nowadays, especially in a movie theater. Like even Super Mario Brothers. I was like, oh, I can't wait to go to the movie and see the Super Mario movie. I just watched that at home. Um, I might go, and Bert might make me try to go to the movie theater, you know, and watch it. But I'm not going to lie. It's maybe I'll just wait a couple weeks and buy it on Apple TV. You know, I mean, Super Mario Brothers came out like 2 weeks after it was released. I don't know. I feel like I should go to the theater and support Bert. And it'll be nice to really just go to the movie theater and get some popcorn. I mean, I kind of do miss going. I can't remember the last movie I saw in the theater, and well, actually I do remember it. It was that stupid Lightyear movie, the Pixar movie, Buzz Lightyear. I don't even know why I went to the movie theater to see that. I mean, that was like one of the worst movies ever. I mean, I am a Pixar fan, but I don't know why I went to that. I I thought it was going to be good. It was just really lame. I like the cat in it though. Ugh, what a horrible movie. The last movie I saw, the only movie I've seen in like 3 years in a movie theater was Buzz Lightyear or Lightyear, whatever that fucking movie was. Yeah, I'm sure it's nice to see Bert on the big screen. That's what's cool about it. And plus, you know, I do have a very small connection to the story of the machine and Bert Kreischer. I mean, Bert first told that story on JRE that which kind of blew up, which you know that story blew up on JRE. So and I was there, you know, so that is kind of cool. And I want to go. I was going to go this weekend, but Janice had to work. It's really hard for me to go see a movie. It's really hard for me to watch a movie. Period. Like I said, I bought Avatar 2 like 3 weeks ago. I think I bought it. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll watch it tomorrow. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll watch it this weekend. Still, keep on forgetting to watch it. I don't know. Okay, let's talk about this AI, NPC. Is that right? NPC. Yeah, so this is a weird thing. When this popped up yesterday, I read this yesterday. When this popped up, I was like, didn't I just talk about this like 3 months ago? A couple months ago, I was talking about, I think we were talking about Grand Theft Auto or something, and I said something in the effect of, man, I bet games in the future are going to have, you know, non-player characters, NPCs, non-player playable characters is what I think it stands for. Those are like when you're walking around Grand Theft Auto, those are the people that are just on the phone. You know, they're not real characters. They're just like people walking around talking on the phone. And like Grand Theft Auto as an example, you know, a lot of them were funny. Like you would like follow them and they're like, no, you motherfucker. You know, they have their own dialogue, but it's all pre-programmed, pre-recorded dialogue. And I said something in the effect that, you know, with all this AI been blowing up, that I'm pretty sure that in the future, NPCs are going to be somehow connected to AI, kind of like, you know, Chat GPT. So like if you go up to a character, they will be able to respond to you if you talk to them, maybe even using the microphone on your controller. You can like push a button, be like, hey, what's going on? And then they're like, man, leave me alone. And I was thinking like, you know, how easy that would be to implement it. And there's been some demos on YouTube and stuff of people doing that. We watched a video of that a few months ago, and where somebody was actually trying it, and you know there was like a big pause, like it took like 12 seconds for the NPC to reply. And what was interesting is that they somehow took the AI to make it like, to program it like you are a, let's just say you were playing Grand Theft Auto. It's easy to use that as an example. So like you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you come up to a black hooker, you know. And so let's say they programmed it to tell the AI like you are a black street hooker, you are wearing red shorts. Like they put in like the little bit of programming into the AI, so the AI thinks it's this, so it would respond as this. And it seems like that just makes a lot of sense. Well, NVIDIA had a little tech announcement the other day, and they pretty much announced exactly this. Now, we all know NVIDIA is just kicking ass lately, not only with their new video game engine, you know, that we've been seeing so much of, like any of those realistic games that are coming out, like that one we watched where it looks like you're a cop, and you know that was really popular on the internet. Everyone's like, man, this looks too real. Is this real? This, you know. Anyway, so they're just killing it. And this is an insane article. I have not read this article, but I read like the summary of it. NVIDIA's new AI is coming for absolutely every gaming job. The new tech announced last night it will replace many key development roles. AI is coming to games whether you like it or not. Last night's NVIDIA keynote showed just how powerful and devastating that's going to be. The company's CEO showed off its freshly announced Omniverse Avatar Cloud Engine, ACE, which can create real-time interactive AI NPCs complete with improvised voice dialogue and facial animation. Whoa, that's cool. So they're also doing AI facial animation. So if it gets mad, their face is going to get mad. That's cool. That's some keywords. How are they going to do that? While the focus of AI's incursion into gaming spaces has perhaps so far been mostly on the effects for artists, it's writers who should already have the most to fear. Yeah, that's why there's a strike right now. Areas like NPC dialogue and quest text in games will often be AI written in the near future, despite the potential fury and protest that will come in wake. It's already happening and will appear in games released as soon as this year, but NVIDIA revealed last night suggests that the consequences can be farther reaching than already realized. Soon also replacing voice actors, animators, lighting teams, a lot. Anyways, ACE is the NVIDIA suite of all-time solutions for games in-game avatars using AI to create characters who can respond to unique player interaction, in-character voice, and with facial expressions and lip syncing to match. To see it in action, or at least in an example, there's a video here from the keynote. It starts at 25 minutes and the clip starting at 27. All right, let's take a look at this. This is the CEO of NVIDIA talking about it. So we'll get why is this all? Everything looks weird. Like the dimensions of this. Who cares? All right, let's take a look at this.
We used AI to render this scene. We're going to also use AI to bring it alive. Today we're announcing NVIDIA ACE Avatar Cloud Engine that is designed for animating to bringing a digital avatar to life. It has several characteristics, several capabilities: speech recognition, text-to-speech, natural language understanding, basically a large language model, and using the sound that you will be generating with your voice, animate the face. And using the sound and the expression that you're saying, animate your gestures. All of this is completely trained by AI. We have a service that includes pre-trained models that developers can come and modify and enhance for your own application, for your own story, because every game has a different story. And then you can deploy it in the cloud.
I was like, is my computer lip syncing off? And then I realized that this is not him speaking. This is a translator.
Or deploy it on your device. Has a great back end, has a TensorRT. TensorRT is NVIDIA's deep learning optimizing compiler, and you could deploy it on NVIDIA GPUs as well as output Onyx, an industry standard backend, so that you can run it on any device. Let's take a look at this scene in just a second.
All right, so here it is.
Let me first tell you about it. It is completely rendered with ray tracing. Notice the beautiful lights. So many different lights, and all of the different lights are projecting light from that source. So you have all kinds of direct lights. You have global illumination. you're going to see incredibly beautiful shadows and physics simulation.
Well, I'm
Notice
excited to see
the
this.
character, the beautiful rendering of the character. Everything is done in Unreal Engine 5. We partnered with a avatar framework, an avatar tool maker called Com AI, and together we developed this demo you're about to see. Okay, run please.
Wait, is this off? Why is it not? Why? Wait. This is completely off from him. He's still talking. Look at this. Am I going crazy? Comments are turned off. What the fuck? Where's the video? Okay, I'm guessing this is it. Oh my god. Why is the video fucked up? This is completely out of sync. All right, let me see if I can find a different version of this, I guess.
All over the world. We used AI to render.
I'm not malfunction. All right, here is. I guess this is a copy.
Brand new algorithms. Let's take a look at the difference.
Okay, so what? It wasn't a translator. The dude does speak English. It was just a fucked up upload from NVIDIA, I guess.
Framework and avatar tool maker called Com AI.
That's hilarious.
And together we developed.
What the fuck?
Demo you're
How does
about to see.
NVIDIA have that on their YouTube? All right, so here it is. Well, it looks like cyberpunk.
Everything is real time.
Now it's going to be interesting if this person in this video talks to this AI, how long it takes for him to respond. So in this game, if this person is going, "Hey, how are you doing today?" The demos I have seen up to this have always been like 10 seconds or so till the AI responds, because it's pretty much going on ChatGPT and typing, "Hey, how are you doing today?" Copy and pasting it and talking back, and it took a while. It wasn't that realistic. So let's see if they speed up the responses to this. That's gonna be hot. Plus, this looks amazing. Unreal Engine, the new Unreal Engine just looks sick.
Hey Jen, how are you?
Unfortunately, not so good.
Wow, that was almost instant. And that voice. All right, let's do that again. That was cool.
Everything is real time.
Hey Jen, how are you?
Unfortunately, not so good.
How come?
I am worried about the crime around here. It's gotten bad lately. My ramen shop got caught in the crossfire.
Can I help?
If you want to do something about this, I have heard rumors that the powerful crime lord Kuman Aoki is causing all sorts of chaos in the city. He may be the root of this violence.
I'll talk to him. Where can I find him?
I have heard he hangs out in the underground fight clubs on the city's east side.
Wow.
Try there.
Okay, I'll go.
Be careful, Kai.
That is badass.
None of that conversation was scripted. We gave that
Wow.
AI, this
I mean,
Gen
that's
AI character,
fucking amazing.
a backstory. His story about his.
So I was right. They did give AI like a description of the character. Wow, that's cool.
Shop and the story of this game, and all you have to do is go up and talk to this character, and because this character has been infused.
Man, I would want to sit there though and just talk more about. So, can I pee on this table right here? please don't pee on this table. That is disgusting. This is a food restaurant. The bathrooms are down the hall.
With artificial intelligence and large language models, it can interact with you, understand your meaning, and interact with you in a really reasonable way. All of the facial animation completely done by the AI. We have made it possible for all kinds of characters to be generated. They're all domain.
Wow, see there, he looks different. So the characters actually generated AI also, like randomized pretty much.
They have their own domain knowledge. You can customize it, so everybody's game's different. And look how wonderfully beautiful they are and natural they are. This is the future of video games.
Oh my
Not only
God.
will AI contribute to the rendering and the synthesis of the environment, AI will also animate the characters.
Amazing.
AI will be a very big part of the future of video games.
Amazing.
The most important computer
She
of our
talked, is it?
generation is unquestionably the IBM system.
All right. Anything else cool in this thing? What's crazy about that? Wait, what is this? Yeah, I think that's it. But what's crazy about this is that AI, isn't it kind of weird that AI? I mean, I always say like there's Matrix moments, where just one day you wake up and everybody's talking about this. Remember when Pokemon Go came out? Remember the Pokemon game for your phone? And within like a day, 2 days, every single person in the world was either talking about it or playing it. I remember walking up to the Comedy Store and there was just everyone on the sidewalk was playing it. Everyone sitting outside was playing it. I was like, man, this is like a Matrix moment. But the AI to me is a Matrix moment. Like AI came out of nowhere. There was no beta testing AI. There wasn't like we saw the beginning stages of AI and like the iPhone 1 and then now 10 years later, look how powerful AI is. It was just like one day people were talking about this website AI and then now it's everywhere. And now there's writer strikes, everyone, all the Hollywood studios are like, hey, we could write a script and just have one writer like go through it and change little details and fix things. And, AI is just art. All my posters, half my posters I use for virtual Redban or for comedy shows, they're all AI. It used to take me hours of photoshopping, like finding a photo of a microphone on Google and cropping it onto a microphone or a comedy stage and making graphic. And like, it used to take me so long. Now I'm just like, just a crowd of people at a dark comedy club, poster style and the style of cyberpunk. Like I'm just doing pretty much tag words and it makes it. AI is pretty insane if, we just got this thrown on our lap. And now, people have what they feel about AI. Everyone's different about it, but I get why people don't like AI. I get the negatives of it, and especially being a writer or an artist, for sure. But there's certain things like video games and AI. That's just amazing. It's just amazing, They already implemented ChatGPT and Skyrim mod. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. We took a look at that a few months ago or so. And it took like 10 seconds. That what we just watched was instant. That was like maybe a second when he talked to the person and the response.
I have heard rumors
The voice is a little sus, but
that the powerful crime lord Kuman Aoki is causing all sorts.
Watch when the player talks, how fast it is. That is whatever, the PC going on the internet, going into like a AI program like ChatGPT, getting a response, sending it back, having AI make the mouth and the face go with the, it's just
chaos in the city. He may be the root of this violence.
I'll talk to him. Where can I find him?
I have heard he hangs.
that's almost that's like 1 second. Where can I find him? Pretty much, you can find him up my ass to the left. The voice is not the best though. The voice is kind of too robotic. That's one thing that, like, voices. I mean, Siri is a voice actress, you know. Like, she recorded, I thought, isn't it? She, like, recorded every word pretty much in the dictionary. Where this is like a computer voice. And, like, you know, like the TikTok voice. That, I don't think that's a real actress, right? I just went outside. It's getting better, but it's not great. Like, this is blowing my mind, though. So that's pretty freaking amazing. Yeah. Let me see if this article says anything else. Now, they do bring up something in this article that I just skimmed over that I think they're talking about something I just said. Because like I said, when, you know, I wouldn't be asking this direct of a question like, how can I help? You know, where can I find help? Or, you know, I would be like, hey, I'm going to put my butt in your face. You know, I'm going to fuck around with it. You know, like when I first got Siri, I was like, well, where can I hide a dead body and shit? So it makes me wonder what will happen if you fuck around with it. And now this person that wrote this article goes, now there are two various obvious issues to mention straight away. The first being how awful and flat the character's performance is in this clip. And that is true, that the characters seem very stiff. But remember, this is the first irritation of this tech. And then put it in the context of how, until about 10 minutes ago, computer-generated voices all sounded like Stephen Hawking. That'll advance fast as AI models better learn to simulate the finer nuances of human speech. The second issue is that absolutely no one playing a game like this would stick to the script as happens in this clip. Exactly. In fact, the first thing is just about everyone would say to such an NPC would be something about fucking. For reference, see all text adventure players ever in the early 80s. That's going to be the more difficult aspect for games to overcome. So that is cool. But for game studios, it's great news. The potential for such technology is incredible. Games that are currently only achievable by teams of hundreds will become realistic, achieved by teams of tens, even individuals. We as players will soon be playing games where we could genuinely role play, talk directly in-game characters in the ways of, like, whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's also going to probably lead to a lot of fun videos of things happening in games, you know, like people fucking with the system, you know, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to make games so much better, and it's like it is going to be a unique game. Everyone's going to play the game different. So, like, you know, usually when you play a game, it's like, oh, did you go to that person? He told you this and that. Now it's going to be like, oh, I went to that person and this is what he told me. And he was wearing these clothes. And I talked about fucking, you know, the waitress. And yeah, imagine talking to that cook guy and being like, hey, any waitress, have you ever fucked a waitress here? I am married. I do not do such things. Now, please leave me alone. Like, that's when he just turns around and goes, if you want to talk about some adult issues, let me know. And then he'll, like, turn around and act like he's cooking something or something, you know. I don't know. I think this is going to be fun. I think games are going to be a lot more entertaining when you can just, you know, if you're bored, now I can just go into a game and fuck around with NPCs. I think that's kind of cool. Who knows? So there you go. All right, we are 1 week exactly next Tuesday away from Apple's new, or they're pretty much when they're going to announce the new VR headset, AR VR headset. So this week, I'm sure every day we are going to get more and more leaks and information. Pretty much when it comes next Tuesday, we're already going to know what they're going to announce. And today, I think it was today, we got, it was today, we got another little, Apple hype by the stock. We got a little new announcement, and this is pretty interesting. Now, as we've reported, this headset that Apple's supposedly going to release Tuesday, from people that have supposedly used it, including Oculus's original founder. That's right, the Oculus Quest, which was then bought by Facebook. And the guy that created Oculus way long ago, pretty much the Mac Daddy of VR, he supposedly tried it and he said it's amazing. Like, he was blown away by it. So this is interesting. Apple's AR VR headset display specs 5,000 plus nits of brightness for HDR, 1.41 inch diagonal display, and more. If you don't know, 5,000 plus nits of brightness and HDR, that's unheard of. That's very bright. That's also less than half an inch away from your eyeball, which, I mean, are we going to have like suntan lotion for our eyes? I mean, what if that becomes a thing where everyone's using their headsets so much that your eyes start getting dry that you need to put suntan lotion on your eyeballs? Like, if you used to have blue eyes, now they're like brown. Isn't there a song about that? You make my blue eyes brown? Oh wait, no, it's brown eyes blue. Well, what if it's blue eyes brown because of VR and your eyes are getting fucking cooked? Baby, make my brown eyes blue. Anyways, the AR VR headset that Apple plans to introduce to the Worldwide Developers Conference next week has long been rumored to feature 4K micro LED displays with an 8K total resolution, 4K per eye. But notable display analyst Ross Young today shared some additional specs that give insight into how the headset will work. Each of the two displays will measure 1.41 inches diagonally, with Apple aiming for over 5,000 nits of brightness and 4,000 pixels per inch. Unfortunately, AR VR display specs used in headsets from competitors like Sony and Meta aren't generally advertised beyond resolution and pixels per inch, so it's difficult to make a direct comparison. But the information from Young does provide some context. With 5,000 nits brightness or more, the AR VR headset from Apple would support HDR, or high dynamic range content, which is not typical for current VR headsets on the market. Yeah, has there ever been an HDR headset? That doesn't seem like a thing. The Meta Quest 2, for example, maxes at around 100 nits. So what we're talking about is 5,000 nits, and the Quest 2 has 100. That just seems like, if that's true, that just seems crazy. Boba in the chat saying that PSVR 2 is HDR. Oh, I didn't know that. Of brightness, and it does not offer HDR. And the HoloLens 2 offers 500 nits of brightness. Wow, that's way brighter. Sony's PSVR 2 headset is around 265 nits of brightness, and it does have an advertised HDR feature when connected to an HDR display. Well, there you go. Look. According to Young, though, the 5,000 nits lightly refers to peak brightness, which means it won't blind users, but it will instead provide superior contrast, brighter colors, and better highlights than other headsets that are available today. For SDR displays, peak brightness is often a reference to how well a display will perform in rooms with bright lighting, as it's akin to a maximum brightness. But for HDR displays, it's a metric of how well a display depicts color and contrast. So it's not going to burn your eyeballs out. High-end TVs offer somewhere between 2,000 and 5,000 nits for comparison. Wow, so high-end TVs start at 2,000, and this headset's going to start at 5,000, supposedly. That's pretty insane. Samsung, for example, has a 90-inch TV that's able to reach 5,000 nits, along with another TV, sure. Samsung advertises these TVs as stunning, accurate color detail and extraordinary. So maybe this headset is going to be like next level, like clarity and just like, wow, that looks amazing. You know, this might be a huge breakthrough. If this comes out and it can do good VR, this might be, I mean, this is starting to look like this might be the thing that really pushes VR onto people. And next thing you know, Apple has released something that, just like the iPhone, and VR is going to take off like crazy. I mean, what if that happens? So I'll be on Virtual Redban episode 1000, and it's like, finally, it makes sense, right? Wow, look at this. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg last year showed off Starburst, a VR headset prototype able to hit 20,000 nits. Wow, that's 4 times more. But it was enormous, not wearable on the head, and not technology that Meta is able to implement as of yet. So yeah, that's just make-believe shit. If Apple hits 5,000 nits brightness target, its headset will offer a display experience that competitors are unable to match, and it will also set the stage for future AR glasses. AR glasses really need high brightness to migrate the light from the sun and other light sources. So if you're outside wearing these glasses, not playing VR, but AR, where you're wearing them like glasses and like things pop up like Google Maps arrows on the sidewalk or something. That's going to be a thing. Imagine wearing these glasses and you're like walking to a bar. You put on your fucking AR Apple glasses and you're walking down the sidewalk, and on the sidewalk there's just like a fucking arrow, and where you turn left, and it's on the sidewalk to make it look realistic too. It takes the lightness from outside and it adjusts the arrow color to make it look like it's printed on the sidewalk. Oh my God. Can you imagine if Apple shows like, hey, Apple Maps can get you to the restaurant you're looking for. Just put them on and you're like walking. What if they showed like you're walking down the sidewalk and it looks like somebody spray painted like an arrow on the sidewalk? Wouldn't that be fucking cool? The 8K resolution offered by Apple's AR/VR headset will be superior to headsets from Meta and other companies, including Meta's high-end Quest Pro 2. The Quest Pro 2 has a resolution of only 1800 by 1920 per eye and around 1200 pixels per inch, as Meta is using LCD technology like a bitch. The high-end displays that Apple has created for AR/VR headset are rumored to be the most expensive component and major contributor to the expected $3,000 price. At $3,000, Apple's AR/VR headset will be the most expensive VR headset on the market. Not really, though it will be competitive in price. Oh, one of the more expensive. Okay. VR headsets in the market, though it will be competitive in price with AR products like Magic Leap 2 and HoloLens 2. So we will see next Tuesday. It's going to be pretty exciting. And if you guys have any desire to buy this headset, get ready to buy it that second, the second it's available. I mean, it's one of those things where people are going to be refreshing their pages like it's a new iPhone. Remember when like iPhones, like when you wanted to get a new iPhone, you had to like refresh your page, multiple browsers, different websites. Like I used to, for an iPhone, I used to have like T-Mobile's website up and running, Apple's website up and running, Best Buy's website up and running, just so I can get a pre-order of an iPhone. Nowadays, it's not that bad. Every time I need an iPhone, it's like, oh, I can just get it tomorrow morning. You know, there's not that big of a... But supposedly, the other rumor is, I don't have the news story here, that this year they're supposedly only going to make a small batch of these. I think I read 400,000 units. I think it would. So the whole world, and there's only 400,000 units of this. This might be the next PlayStation, PS5, or the new Xbox. If I don't get this, I'm going to be really fucking pissed off. if I don't get the pre-order of this, because it's going to be really hard to get, I think. And I think because these displays are so expensive that plus it's their first version of it, I think these are going to be hard to get. And while I don't know for sure how popular these are, I mean, this is one of those products, the reviews are going to kill it or push it up. But so far, the feedback I've been hearing from people that have actually used it is that it's next level. It's amazing. But I, for one, will be trying my best to get one of these. Hopefully it's not something crazy like Thursday at midnight when I'm at, like, after a secret show and I'm at a bar refreshing my page on my phone. Hopefully it's like a Friday afternoon or something. Like, I hate these, like, these. It'll be available for pre-order next Friday at noon. I hate this. I feel like this is going to be, if I can't get this, I'm going to be so sad. I'll probably be one of those idiots that spend like a couple thousand or $10,000 on eBay for this. Sorry. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it more than I thought it would. Just maybe it's the hype that we've been talking about this for almost 2 years. You know, a lot of people thought it was going to come out last year, this year, and it's been pushed back so many times. Maybe it's that's making me get hyped up about it. But reading like an article like this and going, wow, that is a lot of nits. I mean, what if you put it on? It's just like, whoa. I mean, I love the Valve Index, but you know, what I use to do VR, it's like almost 4 years old now, and it's showing its age. But shit, I just hope I can do VR chat on it. Exciting times indeed, Jim Jackson. I'll take a sip for that. Now, I don't think I talked about this the other day when the last episode, but now on the other side, after getting hyped up, we have some Quest 3 features. Yes, the new Quest 3. You guys remember Quest? Well, supposedly this week, yes, this week, I think Thursday or something, Meta is going to announce the Quest 3, supposedly. That's the rumor, that they're going to release or announce the new Quest this week just to grab a little of that VR money before Apple. And, you know, Quest 2 is one of the most popular headsets ever. I always tell people to buy the Quest 2 because overall the Quest 2 for the money is, you know, it's great. It's a good beginner, get your feet wet. And even if you want to like upgrade, you could just get a new PC and next thing you know, the Quest 2 is fucking legit, right? I've been saying that for a while. So the Quest 3, this is going to be interesting because this is not their Pro headset, which a lot of people are thinking was a failure for them. It started off at $1,500, and then just a month later or 2 months later, they dropped it to $1,000, and supposedly no one's buying it, and Meta is burning money and bleh. My just so you guys know, my Quest Pro is broken. It broke, and it's on my floor somewhere, and I need to do a warranty thing, but I tried, and it was like a big annoying hassle. I was like, just fucking let me send it in so you fix it. And did you plug it in and then blow on it? And okay, we need you to reboot it. Just fucking tell me where to send it. Send me a shipping label. Fix this fucking shit. Anyways, the Quest 3 features confirmed in a first hands-on. It seems that Meta is looking to stoke some hype from its next Quest headset just days before Apple is about to reveal their own. And Mark Gurman, I think I did talk about this the other day, released Quest 3's first hands-on, confirming a couple of features. I think I just talked about this 2 days ago. Anyways, the Quest 3 is said to be 3 vertical pill-shaped sensor areas on the front of the device. On the left and the right are color video pass-through sensors and standard cameras, while a depth sensor is placed in the middle, which is used for environmental meshing and automatic identification surrounding walls. Tracking cameras are found on both the left and right bottom sides of the device, departing from Quest 2's 4-sensor array that's on each corner of the headset. Sounds pretty similar to the image feature from a previous leak. Look, there is exactly probably what it's going to look like. Not those colors. It's not going to have blue and red and white. Come on. Anyways. Yeah. It is said that it's going to have a physical IPD adjustment wheel next to the volume rocker, which will allow to dial in for IPD measurements. And it's a departure from its Quest Pro feature set. Quest 3 is said to lack face and eye tracking, which means none of the social presence features, whatever. Yeah, that sucks. It's not going to have face tracking, but I doubt Apple's is going to have eye tracking either. I haven't heard anything about Apple's having. Well, the pass-through on the Quest 3 is presented in colors, which that's nice. So the camera's outside of the headset. So like when you want to like click the side of the thing and see like cameras, you know, like AR shit on the Quest 2, it's not that great. But on the Quest 3, it's in color and it's more accurate, and it's offered a almost lifelike rendering of the real world. I was even able to use my phone while wearing the headset, something that often feels impossible on the Quest 2. So, wow, he's saying that it pretty much looks exactly like your eyes looking around. There's no mention of optics or whether it will include pancake lenses or whatever the lenses are. It seems like the touch controllers are getting the pro level design. They're not getting the pro level design as like so the controllers are pretty much going to stay the same, which is fine. Pricing for the Quest 3 isn't finalized, but it's supposedly going to be around $500, which is great. And I am going to buy this, by the way. Don't think I'm hating on Quest. I know I hate on them all the time, but I'll still buy it. I'll use it for like a week, and then I'll give it to Janice. She'll have a nice new upgrade. So yeah, we'll find out this week, supposedly. There you go. Zoom in the chat just says, "We Love Katamari reroll is out later this week." Oh, I know, sir. We had a whole episode of Virtual Redban called Katamari last week. You might want to look at that one. If you're a Katamari fan, Zoom, I can't wait for it. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. That reminds me, I'm just going to really quickly go over to IGN.com and see if they've reviewed Katamari yet. They haven't. Oh my God, but they just released a Diablo 4 review? Ooh. Are you guys psyched for Diablo 4? I am. I think I played Diablo 2 back in the day. It's been so long. My friend was so addicted to it. My friend was so addicted to it. Like he was my drug dealer when I was in college. Like marijuana, not anything crazy. I mean, it was when in 1994 or whenever it was, in the early 90s. It was very illegal in Ohio, and it felt like I was in the movie Scarface every time I went to his house. Wow, Diablo 4 got a 9 on IGN. But anyways, he would play it. He would not leave his computer. So every time I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he would talk while playing it. And I'll just be sitting on the couch next to him while he's playing. And I'd be like, "Hey, can I get an ounce?" "Yeah, man, it's over there." And he wouldn't even like look away from it. He was so, God, I wonder, God, I don't think I remember his last name. I would love to like look up my old drug dealer, see if he's still alive. Because he was cool. He had like 5 chow dogs. Remember chow dogs? He had like 5 of them. Those dogs are crazy and scary. They look cute, but they're fucking crazy. And his apartment is kind of crazy too. Man, the memories of being in his apartment, this rundown house in Columbus, Ohio, buying ounces from this guy. It was so scary to buy him. But all he did was play Diablo 2. And I would just sit there and watch him because obviously I was in college and he would just smoke me out for free. So I would sit there and just bong after bong watch him play Diablo 2 pretty much. And I think there was a point in my life where I started playing Diablo 2. I don't remember much, but I haven't played it since. But I've always loved it, the look of it. And actually, I got, I think I'm going to get Diablo 4 for sure. You guys like little Diablo? You guys, Diablo 2 was the last good game besides SC2. D2 is still good today. They released it a few years ago, Diablo 2 Resurrected. Pretty great. You can swap between old graphics and new. Wow, that sounds cool. So Diablo 3 is not as good as Diablo 2. Diablo 4 should be good fun. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. And that's cool. IGN gave it a 9, which that's pretty fucking amazing. Let's just look at a little bit of this review because I just want to see the gist of it. The jizz of it. Here it is. This is IGN. If you want to watch the full review, go to IGN.com. All right. All right. Oh, God. Their player. All right.
To be. Break the chains.
Wait.
Diablo 4
Wait.
largely succeeds at modernizing
She just
the
turned
depths
her brown
of hell
eyes
enough
blue?
to finally match its more
Wait.
recent apes of
Did
hell.
she just turn
Diablo 4
Did she just...
Break the
her
chains.
green eyes blue.
Diablo
That's not the
4 largely succeeds at modernizing the depths of hell enough to finally match its more recent ARPG peers, like Path of Exile or Lost Ark. You and up to 3 friends are once again sent on an endless string of exciting dungeon crawls where mastering your abilities and optimizing your DPS are generally more important than an engaging story or explaining the insane diarrhea of flickering lights that currently occupies the screen. Running dungeons once again captures that enjoyable, compelling loop of killing hordes of enemies, completing objectives, and downing bosses. And doing side quests to learn more about the world's lore is usually a very good time too.
I hope you've lined your pockets with healing drops.
If you were hoping Diablo 4 would shock the ARPG world with massive innovations to the genre, however, you're likely to be disappointed in that regard. Blizzard mostly seems content to play it safe by making smart but unsurprising changes to the ARPG formula, with things like more customizable skill trees and more diverse playstyles between classes. That might sound overly familiar, but this strategy has resulted in a game that's unbelievably well designed, succeeding at practically everything it tries.
Nice.
Diablo 4's story probably isn't going to win any awards,
Who cares?
but it's still a massive step in the right direction compared to its predecessor. The quest to find and stop Lilith, daughter of one of the primevals of hell, after she unleashes her fury upon
Does Diablo 3 suck that bad? Like, even this reviewer is like, it's way better than Diablo 3. What happened in Diablo 3? Was it just like a rom-com?
Sanctuary, serves as a fantastic kicking off point.
Is that butt plug? Is that a butt plug?
Gone are the days of WWE-like voice performances and dreadfully cheesy dialogue.
hilarious.
True work begins.
Oh,
The
Angelina
Queen
Jolie
of Succubi
titties.
is one of the most complex villains
Whoa.
the series has ever seen,
Whoa.
with motivations that even made me question the justness of my own cause.
Wow. What?
All that you might have been has been stolen from me.
But before you get any
looks
real
great.
payoff for what's expertly set up in the first act, you'll spend most of the next 4 going on tangentially related errands with more filler than a packing peanut factory.
We're not here to collect.
What's that mean?
The result is an interesting but disjointed story, which is a real shame, because anytime Lilith is on screen, it's engrossing stuff.
Wow.
But she's largely hidden
Yeah.
behind a curtain, waiting for the final act of the campaign, with a payoff that then doesn't stick the landing.
This can't be.
This is so
The
good.
ending does at least nicely set up a whole host of possibilities for Diablo 4's inevitable updates and expansions, but it's hard not to feel let down by
Ooh.
what this story could have been.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm in. How long is this review? Oh man, this is like such a long review.
Thankfully, rolling credits in a Diablo game means you've only just finished the appetizer, not the main course. When it comes to the things that really matter, like combat, build crafting, hunting for gear, and especially the endgame, Diablo 4 absolutely knocks it out of the park. All 5 character classes are a ton of fun to play as. The Rogue darts around to deal extreme damage in an exhilarating high-risk, high-reward trade-off. The Sorcerer creates horrifying cocktails of destruction, like this disgusting lightning build I brewed up to stun everything around me constantly. The Necromancer raises and manipulates the corpses of fallen enemies to carry out their foul desires. The Barbarian is an expert in all forms of Hulk smashing, who can charge forward.
You know, it's crazy that I didn't play more of Diablo, because it's literally one of my favorite games is Gauntlet, and it reminds me so much of Gauntlet. You guys know what I'm talking about? This looks, by the way, this looks badass. God, I wish I was younger. I kind of want to just get to the back. Let's do the verdict. All right, guys. Spoiler alert, if you want to watch IGN's full review. They go into a lot more detail, but let's go right to the verdict.
Diablo 4 is a stunning sequel, with near-perfect endgame and progression design that makes it absolutely excruciating to put down. The story is disappointing, despite still being a noticeable
Who cares
improvement
about the
over
story?
Diablo 3, and there are some annoying bugs that need squashing. But the combat, the loot game, and both the sights and sounds of this world are impressive enough to smooth over those rough edges. Diablo 4 takes the strategy of refining things the series already did so well rather than giving it a massive overhaul. And that careful and reverent path has shaped this massive sequel into one of the most polished ARPGs ever created,
Wow.
which makes slicing through
Wow.
the legions of the damned a hell of a good time. For more, check out our
Jeez.
reviews of Gollum and The Legend of
That looks amazing. I'm in. I am in. Hey, calm down, Scrolly McScrollerson. So it comes out June 6th, which is, I think next Wednesday. Is that what June 6th is? Shit. Why you making me open my calendar, yo? Next Tuesday, this comes out, June 6th. But I think they have a ultimate, you can buy the ultimate version. And I think it comes out like a couple days earlier, maybe? I might be wrong. I ordered the ultimate version. Or I got the ultimate version. Can't wait to play it. It's already preloaded on my PS5 right now. Not a sponsor. Unless they want to be. Okay. Let's move on. So, speaking of moving on, Cosmodread brings roguelike VR horror to PSVR 2. Have we looked at this game? I don't even know. Roguelike VR horror game Cosmo Dread is available on PSVR 2 now after surprise dropping on the platform earlier this week. Did we talk about this? I feel like we did, but I don't remember. I smoked too much green tea. There's nothing in this. I smoke a lot of butane. The Bic company, the Bic lighter company, is my biggest dealer. The Bic company plays Diablo 2 every time I get a lighter. This shows you when I used to go to a Diablo 2 guy's house and buy all that delicious green tea. This is like the time in Ohio. It was so illegal for green tea. It was it still is, by the way, Schedule 4 drug or whatever. And I was so scared to drive home with it. Because I was the guy that would buy it because I knew him. And then my friend would be like, will you get me one? Will you get me one? You know, so I would buy it just for my friends because they were nerds and they didn't know anyone. So I always was the guy that had to buy the large amount. And it wasn't to sell. I mean, it was, but it was more like I was just dropping it off to my friend's house. So, like, man, that sounds like I was a dealer. I wasn't. Who cares if it's green tea? What was I saying now? I don't even remember what I was saying. Fuck, I don't care. I forgot what I was talking about. Green tea. Not a good idea. Oh, so I maybe it had something to do about this trailer. I don't remember if we looked at this trailer or not. Anyways, this is a game that came out, and it's available right now on the PlayStation VR 2. Did we talk about this already? Ugh. Let's just watch the trailer and forget it. I'll edit out the last. I'll edit out the last fucking minute. Well, God, get it together, Brian.
So to summarize, yes, the Phobian drive malfunctioned and triggered ahead of time. And yes, our current location is unknown. Engineering is...
Oh, I just remember what I was going to talk about. So when I would get the green tea from my friend who played Diablo 2, like I was really scared to drive it home, you know, because I felt like I was going to get arrested. And so I would take VHS tapes. I don't have any VHS tapes? No. So I would take a VHS tape, open it. There were screws on the bottom of a VHS tape, just like everything else. It would pop it open, and I would take out the tape, the actual movie, and I would just go to a thrift store and buy like $1 movie, you know, or take any bullshit shit. And I would put the green tea in there, and like you could snap it back together without putting the screws on, and then put it in the sleeve. And I forget what movie it was. I think it was something like. I remember it was something stupid. It was like. Oh, it was Can't Buy Me Love. The movie Can't Buy Me Love. Can't buy me love. Oh, mother line. Oh, there's wine on my leather suede. Oh, shit. Fuck that chick. But I would go to my friend's house, and while he's playing Diablo, take the green tea, snap back together the two pieces of the VHS movie, put it in the Can't Buy Me Love sleeve, and just throw it on my back seat. That's how I drove home, going, oh, I'm gonna get arrested. Green tea in my car. And I would also put the bag. I would wrap it around another bag that was in a bunch of coffee, ground coffee, and I would wrap that up and then put it in the thing. Good times. Coffee. I think the only reason I did in coffee is like somebody told me like coffee absorbs it or something like that. It's just green tea and coffee, man. I should open up a fucking Tivana. All right, let's go back to this video. This is Cosmo Dread, available for PlayStation VR 2. Why do I... What is this? Aspect ratio. I'm not into it. There's aspects... Oh, God, who cares?
Is working around the clock to fix the damages and ready to drive again. In the meantime, I ask the rest of you to keep a professional attitude and to take advantage of this unique research opportunity.
And patient number 247. They found this one in the automated shuttle floating outside
Don't know what that is.
Lacerations, 2 fractured ribs, and some minor cerebral edema. A few days in the...
By the way, this so far looks pretty cool.
Hibernator should help with all that. If only the others were that easy to fix.
I don't think we watched this. I don't remember this trailer. If we watched this...
And patient number 247.
What is this song that's playing?
Lacerations, 2 fractured ribs. A few days in the hibernator should help with all that.
Wow. Looks good. That actually looks great. That song though is very intense.
Professional attitude.
How long is this trailer? All right. You know what I want to do? This is the green tea talking, guys. How long are we? All right. We've been on for a bit. This is the green tea talking, but I kind of want to, you know, I've been, I hate cruise ships, and I saw some shit today on Instagram. This is how my mind works, by the way. I saw some music on Instagram. I saw a video on Instagram about a cruise ship going through like this huge storm, and it like was awful. Like the hallways were all flooding, and like water was dripping in people's rooms, and you know it was one of those things where the video is just like you see outside, and they're going like Titanic style. Fuck cruise ships. I hate cruise ships. Fuck them. But that music reminded me Carnival Cruise. Let's just do Carnival. That's the only cruise ship I know, really. Carnival cruise ship commercial. Yeah, let's find one that's around a minute long. Can we do that? No. But we could play 2 of them. Wait, this one is 2 minutes long and has Kathy Lee Griffin in it. Oh my God. Found it. Now I want to play this, but I want to play the music from that trailer we just watched. Yeah, this is how my brain works. All right, so I'm going to get this off here. Now, oh shit, where do we go? Carnival Cruise here, and I think if I play this, shorten, make this a little shorter. Hold on, guys, I'm multi-windowing. All right, I'm going to see what this commercial sounds like with this music.
So to summarize, yes, the Phobian drive malfunctioned and triggered ahead of time. And yes, our current location is unknown. Engineering is working around the clock to fix the damages and ready to drive again. In the meantime, I ask the rest of you to keep a professional attitude and to take advantage of this unique research opportunity.
I'm dancing here. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Patient number 247. They found this one in the automated shuttle floating outside our ship.
I'm trying to get out of this
fractured
pool.
ribs, and some minor cerebral edema. A few days in the hibernator should help with all that. If only the others were that easy
Where
to
am I
fix.
going? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Patient number 247.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die all over this place.
Lacerations, two
I'm gonna
fractured
die
ribs.
outside. I'm gonna die outside. Ah!
A few days in the hibernator should help with all that.
I'm gonna die on this beach instead of that boat. I'm in a shock. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die by the piano.
All right, that didn't work as I should have done it on one where there's not somebody talking the whole time. Like I didn't want to be Kathy.
Hey,
Lee.
quick disclaimer: this is gonna be.
I didn't want to be Kathy Lee Griffin the whole time.
Triggered ahead of time.
Like
And yes,
it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks for me. It kind of sucked for me. I should have just done a regular commercial. Ugh. All right, I mean, we have two more news stories. All right, we got this next one. This is a VR game. I saw this on Reddit. This took 6 years, and I think it's a small company, small team. So I like these games because I like small game teams. They try harder. They're not making fucking Kathy Lee Griffin fucking shit. Fucking shit. Is there filters on? Is that what's going on here? What is going on? There is. That's what was going on. Oh my God. Sorry guys, this aspect ratio has been killing me. And I just found out that's why there was a bottom filter. Ding Delaware. All right. This game is called VR Giants. Let's look at the trailer. That's cool. It's going to be on Steam June 14th for early access. Gave me a very big, my Iron Giant. Where's my Iron Giant fans? Where's my Iron Giant fans? Where are they? Last trailer. This is called Budget Cuts Ultimate. It's a launch trailer for PSVR 2. I don't know if we watched this or not. I don't think we have.
Hello, can you hear me? You're in terrible danger. People keep disappearing around here, and I hate to tell you, but they're coming for you next. You can make it, but you have to go now.
What the hell? This looks cool.
Please don't shoot me.
Attention. Rogue human alert. Human employee number 451 missing from designated workstation.
I like this.
Run if you want, little piggy, but it won't save you.
That was fucking cool. I liked it. June 1st on PlayStation VR 2. Budget Cuts Ultimate. Man. Good job. Good job. That was fun. That also, I've been saying this a lot. That also looked like it was from the same people as Job Simulator. But like they told hey, Job Simulator did good. Vacation Simulator did great. We got a bunch of money. Let's go crazy. Let's make a stealth action gaming experience. Come on. Wow, PlayStation 2 VR. Another good one. Good job, PlayStation. Great job. Man, you're killing it. You would think that you were a company that made video game. Like, you've been doing this for a while. Like, wow, I wonder if Nintendo did VR, how well that would sell. Or Xbox allowed us just to plug in any old Oculus or Valve Index right into you, Xbox. All right, guys, this is the part where I start talking like I got a stroke. You want to hear what it's like to have a stroke live in VR? Do you want to know how it's like? Well, I'm going to show it to you right now. I am talking to you using AI. AI is actually writing my voice right now in real time. I am not writing this. I am not talking about this at all. I am actually doing something completely different. I'm photoshopping the thumbnail for the next part of Virtual Redban. Yes, if you're new here, Virtual Redban is in 2 parts. The first part is this, what you're watching right now. It's, you know, me in real life, and I'm talking about video games and what were we talking about, like French fries earlier? What were we just talking about? We were talking about, see, don't get old, guys. Stay at your drug dealer's house and play fucking Diablo 2 your whole life. If you never leave, you never get old. If I was still in my drug dealer's house playing Diablo 2, I'd be the same age. I bet that's a thing. I mean, has any scientist ever tested that? If you play Diablo 2 at your drug dealer's house with all the fucking chows, do the chows live forever? That's one thing I want to know. Like, it's not just me. I'm thinking about the dogs. Like, why were there so many chows? And they all lived outside. They didn't even live in the house. He had one husky dog. Oh my God, it was a wolf dog. He would always say it was like half wolf and half husky. Or, yeah. Was that husky? Yeah. Man, what if that was a wolf dog? So inside he allowed the wolf dog, but all the chows had to sit outside. I think that was his alarm system back then. Anyways, now I'm back. See, that whole part, my brain was somewhere else. I just made the thumbnail for part 2 of Virtual Redban part 2 by PlayStation, I guess. No, because this is the part where I disappear. I go into, this is me going into VR right now. Look at it. This is how you get there. This is the airport. Anyways, this is the part where I end part 1. So if you don't follow me, please hit subscribe right now. Hit that like button, please. It's free. Hit that notification bell so you know when episodes go live. Because a lot of these episodes do get deleted for copyright scenes, especially the VR part. A lot of music, a lot of copyright music and stuff usually. But if you are a member of me on YouTube, if you subscribe and become a member on YouTube, it's $5 a month. You get all these deleted episodes and you get videos all the time. So become a member today. All right, guys. In 10 minutes, I'll be back in virtual reality. Part 2 of Virtual Redban is going to start. I'm going to tweet it as soon as this ends at Redban on Twitter. Or if you're on YouTube, just refresh the page in 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes to grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog, get ready at midnight. It's going to be Wednesday, and celebrate it like it's New Year's Eve just to freak your boyfriend or girlfriend out. Make it a big deal. And then when they start freaking out at you, act like you farted in your hand and blow it on their face and go, "Make me some eggs, bitch." You just do that. All right, see you guys in 5 minutes. Boink.